What's happening? What's up? Dark Knight. This is Dark Knight Radio. You know, springtime is right around the corner, and I can't tell you, pollen has never messed with me any other time, man. I've had 3 migraines in like 2 weeks. Now, I'm a person, I actually get migraines. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I can tell you this. I'm starting to think about all the times I've had migraines in the past. And they were around the time of pollen season. And I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together. Me working closely with nurses, and I asked them, and they said yes. Pollen do trigger migraines. So when people have migraines, they generally have them during April, migraine seasons. So now it's making sense. And my car is like riddled with pollen, and I get it on my clothes and I bring it home, and I'm inhaling it, and it's getting like directly into my system. And now I'm more cognizant of me, or how kind of circumvent pollen now. I guess getting older, you get, weak in some aspects. But that's not what I want to talk about tonight. I just thought I want to share that with you guys. It's Dark Knight Radio. Y'all know I have another banger, another true story time. Before you do anything, though, before I tell you this great story, smash the like button. I see you guys watching the videos. I see you guys. I appreciate that, but please, gotta like them videos for me. Hit the like button, the notification button, comment if you will. Okay. I was thinking the other day. Like I said, I have a lot of true story times to tell you guys, but this one in particular, I have to tell this one. This one is fighting the job bully. Now, in every job, in every school, no matter where you go, there's these so-called, quote-unquote, self-imposed alpha males, which is an ego trip in and of itself. And these guys base their alpha male prowess on the fact that they may be bigger, right? They may have something you don't have. They may be more in tune with the managers, and they in cahoots with the higher ups, so they can get away with things, and they brag and boast about it, and they go around like they're above reproach, that they can't be touched. Let me tell you a story. Now, this particular story, this person was a job bully, but I was never bullied by this person, right? It was always this mutual respect, like I can't do him like everybody else. I'm not saying I'm the toughest, but that's something I won't tolerate. And he knew that. So I'm going to tell you a story. So back when I first started the Home Depot. This story is about the Home Depot. And I don't know if he was already there or a couple of weeks later he was hired, but he started out as the security. Nigga's name was Steve. I'm going to tell his real name because it's a real story. I can't fake his name. Like, I got to give it to you raw. 100% organic, no GMO, no cap. So he was security, right? He was LP, which means he's dressed in his own clothes. Had the mom jeans on with the ill-fitted plaid shirts. Now, Steve was built like Reggie Bush. He was short, one said about 5'8", 5'9", one said about 205, 210, but he was built. He was tatted. He looked like a short, stocky, muscled up Jason Derulo. He was Haitian. He looked like Jason Derulo, just darker. He had tattoos. He say he's from Dade County, but Steve really talked like that. Steve you can tell he went to private schools and was probably raised around white people, but he had the gold ropes on. You couldn't tell him he wasn't black. He was from Dade County, Miami or whatever, Florida. So, Florida. So, Steve used to walk. Steve had a funny walk. Steve used to walk like his legs couldn't carry his upper body, and he used to walk on his tiptoes, and he used to walk real fast like his legs couldn't extend. So I used to look at this nigga here, man, and they probably scared. And Steve used to get a rise out of beating up the Mexicans when the Mexican people used to come and steal little tools from hardware. He used to, beat them up, wrestle them, put them in the headlock, give them noogies and all this, give them wet willies and all this. He wasn't doing no real damage, but you can tell he took pride in his job. He treated it like a badge of honor just so he can get a pat on the back or a head rub from our gay store manager. His name was David Sharpton. David Sharpton was for lack of a better word, a scumbag and a jerk off. He was gay. I'm not saying, I'm not bashing gay people, but he had this idea that either you was with me or you was gonna be beneath me, and if you was beneath him, he'll talk to you crazy. Me, like I said, David or Steve never talked crazy to me. You know what I mean? But Steven, the security dude, he would always do stuff for David and look for him for approval. And I hate niggas like this on jobs. I told you what my kryptonite was back in the other video. Little snitch, little teacher pet, yes sir, boss sir, niggas like little. I don't like dudes like that on job. Do your job. Somebody said you can whistle while you work, but don't tap dance. And these guys used to tap dance. So Steve got mysteriously promoted to a department supervisor position. I don't know how he got it. All I know is he must have gave a good hand job to the store manager who was gay. He had no qualifications, no prior leadership skills, no leadership experience or anything. He was an LP, and next thing you know, he's a department supervisor of a specialty department. Come on. So 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 I guess you got the picture. Matter of fact, me and Steve was competing for a girl. She chose me, of course. Now I remember back in the day, I was tall, I was a slim dude. Back then I was still 6'3", 6'4", but I was probably I want to say $1.7. No, when I first got to Home Depot, I was 205. Then I was in the parking lot and I lost weight, so I went back down to 175. Then I found all that weight back in spades, but I digress. So, Steve, I was a boxing aficionado. I used to love boxing. Go to hand my pops was somewhat a boxing instructor. So Steve, he used to ask me, man, what do you call it when you duck your head in the lift? He used to tell you he had this dialect, this white dialect at the bottom. You couldn't take him serious when he spoke or when he walked. When he talked and when he walked, you couldn't take him serious. So he was a pseudo personal trainer, and he was trying to impress the girl that I didn't even know he liked, because Steve was shy and he was real timid around women, like most dudes that's like Steve. So when we used to go out or hang or be in a job kissing and licking on each other, she used to be like, Steve's real lame. He don't got any game. He just try to talk to me. I would tell him me and you are, seeing each other, but you don't want me to tell. I said, yeah, don't tell nobody. Just keep the fool in suspense. I said, keep the fool on a string. I said, but he's been helping me out with personal training. I said, really? Are you learning? Well, anyway, so one day Steve gonna tell me this is the second girl that we competed for. Man, it wasn't a competition. You know how you be racing 5 guys and the slowest guy he comes across the finish line and you be like, oh, you was racing too? Oh, I ain't know you was in the race. I ain't know you was in the competition. Oh, yeah, good race, man. You're real fast. That's how he used to do. He used to always come and tell me, I don't know how you doing it, man. You're young. I ain't have a car, but you don't have a car. You like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Girls just like you. You're a scrawny dude. But that's how he used to talk. I like, well, Steve, I said, you just ain't got it, baby. That's all. I don't care how big you is or what you driving. Obviously, it's not working for you. You need to change your game plan, baby, or get some extends or something. I don't know what's wrong with you. So Steve used to look at me, he used to laugh, like, man, you something else, man. I said, yeah. So 2 or 3 girls, Steve would come back and say, you know what, man, you can have her, man. I give up. I'm out of the competition. I said, Steve, you never in the competition, baby. That's what you failing to realize. Get it through your thick head, baby. You a meathead. You a security guard. You ain't got no game like that, baby. Anyway, so I used to talk to Steve. Steve was stupid. So let's fast forward. So you got the pictures how Steve used to try to get women on a sneaky slick tip. You want me to show you how to use the forklift? You come back, I get behind, I show you, then try to be feeling on the girl. He used to do a little corny. That nigga was just lame. Anyway, so all the girls he used to be wishing on had on their wish list for Christmas. I already had. That's past tense. Anyway, so let me get to so one day I'm in the paint department doing nothing. Looking for a number to get. Back then I ain't even work. So it's me, Calvin, and somebody else in paint. So Calvin, I told you about when I was in the paint department. I told you about Calvin and my homies. We was mixing paint for this BMF dude, so called. He said he was being BMF. I don't know. I didn't really care. They weren't doing that for me. So he was cool though. He was cool. He just kept using that. I'm BMF. Y'all gotta make sure I'm in the BMF, right? Maybe my paint need to be good. Make sure the paint red. I'm in the BMF. I said, nah, he just keep saying that. So Calvin gave him his paint, and I saw Calvin beat the lid. After you mix the paint, you gotta beat the lid down and make sure the paint don't come out after you open the paint to mix it. So it looked like he didn't beat it all the way, because Calvin was a G. He was a pro, so he never had to come behind him on the job. So I was looking, I was like, did Calvin beat the paint? So he took the BMF dude, quote unquote, took his paint and he had a big red Jeep Wrangler. At that point, it was like the newest model. It was a 5 Jeep. And he took it to his car. He came back. He was cool about it though. He was smiling. He said, "Hey man, the paint waste all in the back of my Jeep, man. It's everywhere." So he was so casual about it. We didn't have a sense of urgency. We weren't really, cause we thought maybe a small amount, a little bit, maybe fell out. We wasn't thinking the way how cool he was that. It was like the Red Sea outside. Not only was it all over his rugs in the back, they were in like the back of his truck, his Jeep. It was all over the ground in front of the entrance of the Home Depot. It was everywhere. So when I seen it, I immediately grabbed the hose from the garden department. I started like spraying down the entrance. And it's latex paint. You got oil base and you got water, like latex. And it was latex, so I knew that if you put some water to it and wiped it off, it'll come off. So it wasn't a really big deal. And besides, I didn't want to be in there anyway, so I was wasting time outside getting the paint up. So I got the water hose, and the water, I'm not gonna lie now. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna cap. The paint was everywhere, and people were driving by, and it was splashing up on people's cars. But once again, what I tell you is latex paint. All you need is some water and a rag that comes right off, especially on cars. So, guess who comes out here? Big bad Superman, overdo his job, ass kissing Steve. He come out there, what are you doing? So at that point, the store manager, he was on vacation. He took 30 vacations a year, so he was always on vacation. He wasn't in the store doing his job. He was somewhere cruising, looking for a young boy or something. I don't know. So Steve came out there on his tippy toes, walking fast, twisting or whatever, like his body was too heavy for his legs, whatever. What are you doing, man? I noticed Steve wasn't my boss. He was department supervisor for another department. He wasn't even an assistant manager. He came out, what are you doing, man? You better clean this up before Steve comes out. If Steve comes out, heads are gonna roll. That's how he used to talk. It's always lame niggas on a job to me, man. Heads are gonna roll. He was grabbing his hand. He was grabbing his head, both his hands. He took his glasses off, unbuttoned his shirt. I said, man, calm down. It's latex paint. This is gonna come up. I mean, this is gonna wipe off quick. As soon as the water runs and the water dries, the paint is gonna be gone. I said, calm down, dude. You're not making the situation better coming out here in a hurry. Acting like you missed a get bad or something. Like, calm down. No, man, I'm not gonna calm down. This is unacceptable, Dwight. You always doing. I ain't gonna lie. When I was at Home Depot, I was always in the midst of trouble. If anything was wrong, I was always kind of the corporate, arguing with somebody. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all family. Back then, if my break was 15 minutes, I'll be back in about 45 minutes. It got to a point I hated the Home Depot. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I ain't gonna lie, I did have a slight reputation. And he gonna say what everybody else. The only thing you really care about is getting phone numbers. I said, you should know I took both of your girl. It's not. He said, it's not the time for jokes, man. Just make sure it's up by the time I come back. I said, look, man, I told you it's latex paint. I said, calm down. Take the Twix Snicker bars out your ass. It's gonna be cool. I said, you want to be you want to be a suck up. You want to be a brown noser. Do it another time, man. If you ain't coming to help, don't come out here. I said, bye bye. We'll see you later. Go back in now. Bye bye. You know what, man? He pointed. You know what, man? One of these days I'm gonna get mad. I said, let it be the day then, get mad. I said, what you mean? Get mad, nigga? What do you mean? I used to be security. I said, I don't care what you used to be. I don't care if you, but what that mean? So he went back inside, right? So the next day, I closed. So I was in the back of the break room. It was like I want to say about 9:50 p.m. It was night by 10 o'clock. They was, Dwight, if anybody seen, come to you need it. So I'm in the back room. I'm in the break room. So a girl said, "You heard that?" I said, "Heard what?" On the intercom. I said, "Yeah, I heard. That'll be alright. Yeah, it's 5 niggas back there. They can't do what they called me to do. What I can do, they can't do." So he came back there. He was clocking out. I said, "What's up, Steve?" I ain't gonna lie. I probably started. I said, you looking better. You was crying. You was crying last. You was crying yesterday. I said, I thought you was a whole hoe out there yesterday. What do you say? I said, yeah, man. I said, you crying, baby. Don't getting mad. I don't know what you sweating up for. You crying like a hoe yesterday. I don't know what wrong with you, alright? Is your period over? What? Maybe your father cries. He said that because I used to always talk about my mom's and pops at the job. So he took that. I said, what you say, man? He said, you heard me. I said, I ain't hear you. I said, you might want to get a little closer. I ain't hear you. I hear my right ear. I hear. I don't hear as good. Maybe your father. Let me tell you something, Steve. I would pick this whole table and this chair up and shove it down your throat, my guy. I said, don't you ever, and I had his finger, I had my finger closed. I said, don't you ever say nothing about nobody that I call family, no sister, brother, cat, dog, daddy, mama, auntie, nothing. Nigga, you don't know me. I said, you already lamb, took to your girl, you're brown nose, you're corny, you're a white boy, you're Oreo, you're really a white boy for real, you're lame, nigga. Anything else need me to take? So he up there. He said, what you see, man? You scrawny. He said, you took your shirt. I said, why you take your shirt off? You take your pants off too, nigga. And your shoes. You get butt naked back there. So I was laughing. So the dude, David, the old head from Lumber, he said, break it up, man. Y'all, you don't mean to be doing that in the store. I said, it's almost closing time. We can take it outside. For real. Ain't anybody scared of Steve back here. Like I told you, Steve never tried me. Steve never bullied me. But at the same time, I used to hate how Steve used to suck up to the manager. And I used to be, I said, you too big and muscular. You look like Patrick with like a linebacker. You really act like the Green Mile, and you always joking and showing your big white teeth to these white folks in here. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you ain't got no coof about you. And I used to hate that about Steve. It made me look bad. So he walked out, whatever. He calmed down. He walked out, and they were telling me, man, you need to calm down, man. You You're not gonna be in there. You gonna get fired, man. They always say you don't do your job. You always get into it. Can nobody tell you? And I say, man, cause these niggas lame around here. These niggas lame around here, man. Like, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to put them out to the side. They brown nose, they kiss ass, they lame for real in here, man. You know what I mean? So I'll go back to the paint department. And before I get to the paint department, everybody asked me, man, what happened? I just heard. I said, how y'all just here? I just came out the break. Who told? That's how Home Depot was messy. Drama. That's how Home Depot was, right? So I go outside. You know, I saw something out there I need to go attend to. And he's out there on the phone, right? I said, see, what's happening, baby? I said, prime time, right? What's happening? Look, man, I just want to say to you, man, I really look at you like a little brother, man. You know, I had some stuff going on. I didn't mean to take it out on you, man. I'm sorry, man. I said, yeah, man. I said, I about to put a foot in your ass, boy. And he looked at me and he laughs. He said, you know what, man, that's why I respect you, that's why I like you, man. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of potential, man. You don't everybody else fear me, but you don't really fear me, do you? I said, Steve, bro, you ain't gotta ask me that, man. I said, first, what kind of question that is, my guy? I said, you ain't really nothing to fear. You're a man, right? Right. I said, look, we have a conversation like men, right? Right. I said, you came out here acting like, you know what I'm saying, it was your store or something, like you sucking up to the boss team, but I said, you too cool for that. If you want to be somebody we look up to, we gotta respect you. That's not how you get respect. You supposed to came out, ask what happened, see if you can help. You came out there like you was a ward for the store. He was on vacation, and you know that latex paint it was gonna wash. So you didn't make the situation better. I don't like people who panic. I don't like lame niggas around me. So if you keep doing that, we gonna forever keep getting into it. Simple as that. I don't care if you're no security guard. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if you Michael J. White. If we can't talk man to man like that, then, you know, it ain't gonna be no respect. So he laughs, he looks at me, he hits me on the shoulder, says, man, you're right, little buddy. I say, there you go again. I ain't no little buddy, nigga. Who a little buddy? Who are that? I feel like you trying. Who a little buddy? I don't know no little buddy, bro. Don't call me little buddy. You know, like, you my little brother, man. You know, sometimes, you know, I gotta get you. I said, nigga, who? I'm talking, not you. What do you mean? I just see, have a good night, baby. Go handle your stuff at your home or something, buddy. Cause you know what I'm saying. So he laughed, and I knew what it was. He felt somewhat emasculated because he felt like somebody my age. At that time, I was like 21. Steve was like 29, 30, 31. I guess he felt like I wasn't supposed to be sonning him and talking to him like that. Wasn't nobody really supposed to be stepping up to him, because he wouldn't apologize if we were in front of the people that we was in front of in the break room. He couldn't handle being talked to like that. But when we get outside, man to man, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, then you want to apologize, act like, oh, you was going through some stuff. Well, you'll learn next time, whatever you going through, not to ever take it out on me, because it might not go your way. I promise you that. It's Dark Knight Radio. It's only Dark Knight. Who got people on their jobs that think they big and bad, the big boys, the bullies, but they suck up to the managers for real? It could be at school. Don't let no bully, because at the end of the day, they bleed, you bleed. They sweat, you sweat. They gotta put their pants on, you gotta put your pants on. Cause most of these bullies, these niggas claim to be bullies, be lame. They can't talk to women. They don't got hands for real. They just billboards. They just big and cumbersome and do a lot and sell a lot, but at the same time they sit still when any real drama come through. And that's how Steve was. Like, he'll beat these little Mexicans up, these little crackheads stealing these tools, and niggas stealing hot Cheetos and Twix bars. You know what I'm saying? And Steve walked around like he was that guy because he was the LP security guard. No, that don't no. Everybody ain't afraid of that, dude. You didn't have no baton, no gun on you. I was more of a security guard when I was at Walgreens, being the manager, that you were at Home Depot. You couldn't last overnight at Walgreens, the stuff I had to do. He couldn't. Steve wasn't built like that, man. Not saying I was, but I just did what I had to do at the end of the day. I'm not saying I'm the toughest. I'm not saying none of that, but some people do what needs to be done, so in the future they don't have to fight. Simple as that. But it's Dark Knight Radio, man. I'm Dark Knight. How you guys feel about the video? And don't forget to like and comment on the video. How you feel about this? Do you agree? Was I wrong? Do you disagree? Was he wrong? Tell me how you feel about it, man. I'm Dark Knight. You guys be good. Be safe.